All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the shop. Today we're gonna be working on getting some headers installed to the B30. I'm gonna take you through what we've done in the last week or so. All right, so I got all the accessories reinstalled, finished up with this. We got the rail, intake manifold. We deleted the, what's it called, CCV? Crankcase ventilation system. We deleted all that. I'm gonna be 3D printing some caps or finding some universal caps, depending on what happens first, to cap all these holes. We're gonna do a catch can setup to get back to there. Down here in the bottom tube, we put a hose going up to the top and just capped it off with a bolt, just in case that fails. We'll have a little bit of room because the oil level is gonna sit probably like right about here. We don't wanna cap a plug right here just in case it leaked through that. So we put the cap a little higher. That should prevent any issues with that. All the wiring's done on the engine except for the starter stuff. That was fun trying to figure all that out again after forgetting everything. But today's activity, we will be installing these OEM catalytic converters. Right, Tyler? So we've seen other videos on YouTube, things like that, where definitely modifications are necessary to get these to keep from leaking. So today I'm going to implement pretty much all of those things. And also on the B30 block, they've only tapped a few of the holes. So we're missing pretty much one from each. They only used 3 on most, 2 on a couple. So we're gonna tap holes and put studs in each hole that's gonna be on here so we can fill all those. So we should have no leaks on these. We did a couple test fits. Still gonna be anxious to see if these flanges fit properly. We'll hit that when we get to it, literally. So let's get started. All right, so cutting went okay, but the only problem is we're gonna have a little bit of forcing to get it back. It sounded cool in theory, but I think we would all be better off just block sanding this to get it perfectly flat before putting it on. That would solve the same problem instead of trying to make them articulate independently. Because in that case, there was a lot of tension under a couple of these. We're gonna have to, really force them to get them on. So it'll be a pain in the butt, but hey, we live and learn. All right. We're gonna put the headers on, the gaskets and everything with it. Actually, I'll just skip that. We'll just put the headers on, and then I'll use those to drill the holes in the proper locations, pull the headers back off, tape all the holes, and start tapping. All right, so with the headers in place, I couldn't get the drill into there, so just marked out. And there were circles left from the old gasket, so center punched all the holes, locations. And I got some tape on here to drill the depth I need, and I'm just gonna go and drill those and tap them. Tyler finished putting all these studs in. We have everything covered now, so let's get these headers on. Drill the holes in these as well. Yeah, it pulled on them a little bit. We're gonna hope for the best. Oh, actually, no, we need to tack them with some of that goop. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna throw some of this on. Tyler said this stuff works. Apparently he's using it on his turbo A4, so we will put a little bit of this on the exhaust gasket. Hope that it holds so we can come up with it. That's perfect, I think.
I feel like it's up a little bit.
You don't even have to hold it. Oh shit, yep, maybe you do.
There we go.
Something like that, maybe.
Nice.
Scalpel.
Release your YouTube video?
That's all I got. That's good enough. All right, everything's on, looks good. As you saw in the little clip there, we had Scott crush these two together and these two, where the cut seemed to jump off from the tension, so we untensed those. And we torqued them to Ugga spec, so we don't have a real torque spec for those. And then I will make a block off plate for this out of just some steel. And then I think next chapter will be throwing the engine in the car. Actually, I lied. We're gonna get the engine off the stand. We're gonna use that engine crane, get it up. I gotta change the rear main seal, and then we'll put the clutch and transmission on. And as always, if you enjoyed this video or if it helped you out in any way, drop it a like. If you want to see future videos of this build and other builds to come, please subscribe to the channel or consider subscribing to it. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace.